I'm here to answer the question you didn't know you had. How do we get the magnificent and awe-inspiring birds here at Freedom Ranch, and where do they come from? I am going to use an example from Big Tuna, a bird we just helped place at another great education facility, Ohio Nature Education. Once a bird is deemed unreleasable, they need a permanent home with a purpose. We love our rehabbers and how they get the job done to get these guys healed and back in the wild, but when they cannot return to the wild, we step in and take on the financial responsibility of caring for them the rest of their lives. We also make sure that life is as enriching as possible and they are representing their wildlife counterparts well to inspire the public to take better care of the planet we all live on. It starts with a phone call from a concerned citizen, usually to Fish and Wildlife or to one of the local rehabbers. Since the injured, non-flighted black vulture was in our neck of the woods, Paula, the rehabber, sent the call to Chrissy and I, and we went to talk to the nice lady, where we found out all the good information, including how she had been feeding him canned tuna to sustain him, which is how Big Tuna got his temporary name, since many of you know we already have a tuna due to similar circumstances. Next comes the big chase, and despite the no-flying thing, vultures are very fast on the ground. This chase was not as bad as some we have been on, thanks to Chrissy's fast feet and Mindy's fast thinking. Next, the bird is assessed, and it was quickly determined that Big Tuna had suffered an amputation in the wild and lost just enough of his wingtip to prevent his ability to fly. Now, he is put on a rehab permit so that he can await permanent placement. When another facility decides they want the bird, they apply with Fish and Wildlife, letting them know they have the exhibit space and experience with that bird species, and turn in the paperwork along with a vet letter saying the bird is not releasable, and once Fish and Wildlife approves, it is up to the facility to arrange transportation. Depending on the distance, you may choose to fly the bird like we did with Hitch and Bullet, our crow and raven, but most of the time, driving is preferred, and we have done a lot of that. So Memorial Day weekend, Manon and Tara headed out of the great state of Ohio through Kentucky to meet Mindy in Brentwood, Tennessee, who left the great state of Mississippi with Chewy and Big Tuna to travel through Alabama. Both parties would travel nearly 900 miles each for the love of one bird. Both parties would tell you Big Tuna, who transformed into Barnabas when he moved into his permanent home and quickly began training, was definitely worth all the aches and pains of the travel. A word of caution: if you plan to make it a scenic trip back with your buddy and have some fun, check the weather first. I am normally a weather nerd and did not once look at the weather until we were committed to a long drive back and in the middle of dangerous storms and falling trees, making for no fun or scenic stops, just 10 hours of wishing I went straight home. Barnabas and Ohio Nature Education, we wish you all the best in your years to come as an educational team, and we were happy to be a small part of it.